I'm Sarah Melker.
And I'm Abby Reimer.
And today we're bringing you the top hitting stories of this week.
This past Friday, Lakeside's forensics team visited UW-Madison to compete in the final meet of the season. The team did consistently well, getting high scores.
Help! And let me out! The magic fairy heard her shout. Appearing in a blaze of light, she said, "My dear, are you all right?"
On Friday, March 20th, Lakeside's forensics team arrived at UW-Madison, excited and prepared for their final meet of the season. By the end of the day, Coach Steve Lauber was very pleased with the results.
It's one of the best scores that we've had since I've been here. It probably is going to be one of the top 2 or 3 scores in all of the state of Wisconsin. So I was happy with the efforts of the kids. Just a wonderful effort by them. Shows the skills that they have.
And skills they have in abundance. Whether it is a story meant to amuse children or evoke tears, the team has been greatly blessed by God, both talent-wise and coach-wise. Mr. Lauber is in his 3rd year of coaching and has quickly come to love this job.
But my favorite part of coaching forensics would be seeing people that don't really know how to speak in front of people all of a sudden blossoming and getting comfortable and good when speaking in front of people. So I think that's the neatest gift for me anyway, is watching that growth of students.
This is Rachel Italiano reporting for Lakeside Lutheran News.
Well, I cannot wait to see next year's team. Now moving on to more musical side of Lakeside, our a cappella choir went to the WSMA competition this Wednesday. Now let's take a look.
Lakeside's a cappella choir is known for its wonderful singing of Christian music. Someone may recognize them from their church last Sunday, since the choir travels to different WELS congregations in the area with their director, Mr. James Beege, leading the way. The choir is a great way for students to use their talents to praise God, whether it is for accompanying a song with a percussion instrument, playing the piano, or even singing a solo. On Wednesday, the choir went to New Glarus High School for the WSMA competition, which is a lot like the Fine Arts Fair that Lakeside just hosted last weekend. At the competition, they scored a 1st place in all of their songs and a 1st overall. All of the choir members were very proud of their achievements.
Moving on, or should I say, skating on to the next story. Some of you may not know that Courtney Peterson, Lakeside senior, is an expert ice skater. Let's take a peek at what happens on the rink in this new segment called Hidden Talent. Courtney Peterson, Lakeside senior, has been ice skating for about 13 years. She has accomplished many things, but today we get a deeper look at what really goes on inside the rink. So what's your favorite thing about skating?
I really like how it's individual and I get to do my own thing, but yet there's so many people around that it's like a little community, and it's really taught me how if you fall down, you have to get back up. It's that kind of thing. You just have to keep going no matter what.
So how often do you practice?
4 to 5 days a week, usually 2 hours, with strength and conditioning though. So it's a lot of work, but when you skate a clean program and win, it's all worth it.
Oh, have you ever won anything?
In my freshman year, I took 1st at the Upper Great Lakes regionals, and I competed out in a national competition in Colorado. So
hopefully, Courtney will continue to use her gift to God's glory in the future.
For the past 2 weeks, Lakeside students have been participating in a new clothes drive to help children in Malawi go to school. Now for more information, here's Josh Haig.
For the past 2 weeks, the homerooms of Lakeside have been competing in a school drive for orphans in Malawi. The orphans in Malawi need basic items like shirts, pencils, and notebooks in order for them to be able to go to school. These are items that we typically take for granted, and we are blessed to have more than we need. Every t-shirt is worth 5 points, notebooks 3, and pencils 1 point each. The homeroom to accumulate the most points will win a pizza party. The NHS has been working hard to count up the number of shirts, pencils, and notebooks in the homerooms. The official count is not yet in, but we already have counted well over 700 t-shirts, over 1,000 pencils, and around 100 notebooks. This has been Joshua Haig, Lakeside Lutheran News, signing off.
This past weekend, Lakeside Lutheran High School hosted another fine arts fair for the grade school kids. These kids show off their abilities that God has blessed them with, from singing to playing piano to every other instrument in between. This is always a fun time for the kids because they get to show off what God has blessed them with and just have a blast doing it.
And now for your weekly sports update with Caleb and Tyler.
This week, the Warrior baseball team got W's against Lake Mills, Madison East, Cambridge, and Columbus. Both the boys and girls track team took 7th place at Watertown, but they both bounced back with a win against Columbus. Soccer traveled to Fort Atkinson, where they lost 6-0. Softball had a good week by winning against Lake Mills, Cambridge, and Columbus. The Lakeside golf team took 6th at Lodi and 4th at Columbus.
All right, and thank you for joining us here again at Lakeside Warrior News.
See you next week.